Hey, my name is Marco. I'm a former pro opera singer turned voice actor. Today we're going to be listening to Ebrietas, Daughter of the Cosmos. I distinctly remember fighting this boss. I don't remember the music at all because I'm like always so preoccupied with not dying that it escapes me. I remember the room is full of stars, if I recall, and it's a very ethereal, sort of otherworldly fight, and the creature is quite large. Yeah, so often with these FromSoft games, I'm just trying to make it out of there in one piece that I really don't listen. So let's just take a listen, and maybe it'll ring a bell to me. Wow, did you hear that? Did you hear that low brass there? Ba ba da 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 da. You really do get this otherworldly sound here, and I think there's also this. It's a very stepwise ascension, and I think that's where we hear the cosmos when we hear this, you know. But also there is that large beast being sound that also exists in there as well. It's it's not unnerving, but there is you know, there is like a sense of cautiousness and respect in there in terms of emotional, like what I think is the emotional content of the piece. That is so satisfying. You really get that sense of ascension, of taking flight, entering into the cosmos with that big horn there. It's incredibly satisfying. We end in this major, and then there's a slight resolution there where it feels like we've been ripped our chest open and our heart is beating and it can be seen by everyone, and we're just essentially like having seen a god in some way, or seen some like a being that has like given us like a revelatory experience where we suddenly have access to things that we were like tap into all the different parts of our consciousness or something. It's like it elevates us to a whole nother level as players, but also just the sound. It's so violently poetic in its you know, you think of the cosmos, infinite space. We don't know anything about it, and I think that also can be in here. That sort of great mystery. You know, we have entered into the unknown. Well, I better be careful. I don't want to get copyright strike. We have entered into. We have no knowledge of this. This is something that we do not know anything about, and we know that it's like a being that is beyond us. It's astounding. There's so much crunch and tension here, and a lot of dissonance as we step. And then the sopranos are staggering breathing. Staggering breathing is when you're in a choir and there's like 15 of you, and there are parts where some of you take breaths and the others don't, so that you're continuing a through line because they're literally going, and then everyone around them is moving around. They are the anchor point, which is interesting because usually sopranos have the melody and basses are usually the anchor point because they only usually move so many steps. But the soprano is rarely an anchor point, but I think that is the ascension. And again, you always hear that climb. It almost sounds like we're taking off in a rocket. Granted, I understand that it's daughter of the cosmos, so cosmos. I'm tapping into things and trying to make connections, but there is this incredible sense of a rocket ship taking off into the night sky, and us having seen, like, it's almost like if you saw an alien or something, and your brain like just suddenly, you know, you were aware of things you never knew were even possible. I mean, what an incredible piece of music. It's so powerful. It's really beautiful, and it was nice to sort of revisit because I didn't remember it. And as always, thank you so much, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.